Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This reading is going to be for the 24th of April to the 1st of May. So I would like you to sink into your intuition to make your pick. But before we get to that, I would like to inform you that these readings are general. So you must take what resonates and leave the rest, please. And if you like what I do, then please consider hitting that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I also have another channel called Pure Light Awakening where I do channeled work, where we talk about the ascension process and awakening and talking to angels and star beings and such. And you can find that in the description box below. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reading for today. So you have 3 decks and 3 pendulums to choose from today. Now, the first tarot deck here is called the Hush Tarot. The second one is called the Fountain Tarot, and the last one is called Tarot of the Divine. Now, on number 1, we have a clear quartz pendulum. On number 2, we have a rose quartz pendulum, and on number 3, we have a landscape jasper pendulum. So there might be something also in the timestamps below that you are drawn to. And there might be the coloring, or there might be the crystals. You know, ask your angels and guides to guide you to either number 1, 2, or 3. And I will start in a moment with number 1. So, taking away number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you pick the clear quartz pendulum, then this is the reading for you. We'll put it up here. Now we're going to pick 6 cards as we always do in the weekly, and we're also going to use the Shamans Dream Oracle later. And we're also going to use the pendulum, and we'll see where we go, okay? So let us shuffle the cards first. This is a brand new deck for me called the Hush Tarot. All the decks I use today are new for me. Just came in the mail last week. So I'm a happy camper. Okay, so let's see where we go today. Number 1. Where do we go this week? What's coming towards you this week? Kind of energies will you maybe be bumping up against? Oh, the one that just popped on out. 10 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card to start with. The Chariot. Wow, that's good news. High Priestess. Oof. Strong energies here, number 1. Ace of Cups. The Queen of Swords. And the Emperor. Wow. Underneath, the Magician. Oof. You are manifesting this week. That's for sure, number 1. This is going to be a very good week for you to manifest what it is that you're dreaming about, okay? Because you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is kind of where you have reached your goal. You have a happy home, happy family. You have all you need, kind of. You are provided for. But it can also be legacy, the legacy that you leave behind. And it's coming together with the Ace of Cups, which is overflowing. You know, it's abundance. It's a card of abundance. So definitely potential. And together with the Magician here, definitely potential for manifesting whatever it is that you desire. Also have the Chariot here, which is a victory card, together with the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is also someone who sees things clearly. But she can also, mind you, be someone who is having a sharp tongue. So, you know, take that as it resonates with you. You also have the High Priestess. That's someone who is in connection with their divine counterpart, their higher self, and also with their guides and angels. And you have that together with the Emperor, and that's about sitting in your power, sitting in that healing light, you know, taking it all in and stepping into the power of the true you, okay? So I have also a feeling that this might also be about you finally stepping into who you truly are. There might be for some of you that you have kind of been in the closet, if you will, a little bit when it comes to your interest in the spiritual work. So I have a feeling that this week might be a good week for you to actually step out of that closet and say, listen, this is what I believe in. This is me in any way, shape, or form. All over, it's just very, very good energies here. So there is definitely potential for gaining what you want this week. So keep focusing on what it is that you want. Just be mindful of a sharp tongue. It can come from you or it can come from somebody else. But seeing things clearly, keeping your eye on the ball, keeping your eye on what you wish for. And I feel like everything is aligned for you now to actually get that. So I feel like it's all up to you here. Let's pull some oracle cards as well. I feel like it's all up to you. As long as you kind of follow your heart and your true path, is what I feel. And don't let your mind or ego drag you down in another direction, right? You keep on following your true north node, if you will, right? So I think that's important. But if you do, I feel like things are just, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, kind of. That's what I feel. So let's see what they have to say. Moon made new beginnings. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. And Will o' the Wisp. Treasure hidden in the shadows. Oof. Underneath. Rising above the fray. Eyes of the eagle. Yeah. Again, seeing things clearly. Seeing things for what they are. You know. Using that intuition that I see that you have. Sitting in your power. In that light. Right? And just kind of keep moving ahead like the chariot says. Be open for the abundance coming towards you. That's what I would say. So there's hidden treasure. There might be something that you're not seeing yet as well. But they're definitely saying that this is the week for you to just be open for what is coming towards you. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep working. You're doing the right thing is what I feel here. Okay, so just keep on working. Keep on doing what you're doing. And keep having the eye on the ball and your heart in the right place, and things will come to you, is what I feel. Okay? Now, let us pull some charms, and I want to do the pendulum in the end, where you can start thinking about a yes/no question that you want an answer to. And here are the charms of this week. So, I want to believe an alien. Okay, or ET, if you will. So you might have been feeling alienated from something before, but I feel like then you're going to find your home. This might also be an invitation to look at starfamily. You might be a starseed, or it might be believe, that the word believe is what they're trying to convey, which is believe in this miracle about to happen to you. You got a diamond. Wow. Oof. Lots of stuff happening this week for you, number one. And you got a little Bambi here. That's beautiful. So for me, that could be that it's coming here as a surprise. I'm just kind of seeing that deer in the headlights kind of thing. It might be just coming out of the blue, you know, like it's a hidden treasure. So yeah, fun. Now these are flight wings. So I don't know if some of you are taking a flight, or maybe it's an invitation to soar. Take that as it resonates. You have a snowflake, so that can be, of course, a water element in general. Make sure that you get enough water. If you are in a place where there's snow, playing in the snow, building a snowman. But I have a feeling that it's connected to water as well. Blossoming. You're blossoming, and there's a flower for you here. There is a baby foot, so there might be some, new baby as in a new project, or a new baby as in a human being, or a new fur baby as well. You have a jumping dolphin here, so they're inviting you to play, stay in that joyful energy. And there is a heart said made with love, so that whatever it is that's coming towards you, it's coming from the heart space. You got another heart with a keyhole in it, and you got a boat for travel, so there might be some travel for you happening as well this week. So take all of that as it resonates with you, number one. Now, we're going to do the pendulum. With me, when the pendulum is turning to the right, that's a yes. If it's turning to the left, that's a no. If it's doing all sorts of stuff and not really going in a direction, then the answer is maybe, or that they don't want you to know the answer right now. So think about your question now, number one. And here we go. Let's see where we go. It's going to the right, so it is a yes. I don't know if you can see that. I'm afraid to. I should probably do this when I hold it so that you can see. But it was, yeah, there it goes again. You can't see it. That's too bad. I don't know what to do to make you see that it's going to the right. Yeah, it's very difficult for me to find a position that's good enough for you guys to see. Let's see if you can see it now. Can you? There. Okay. There you can see. Okay. Can you show again, please? You see? It's going to the right. So that's a yes. That's a yes to your question. And if you were hoping for a no, there might be a yes, but, or something better, or, you know, take it as it resonates with you, but no, you know, your higher self will never do anything that's not in your highest good, in your highest interest. So if you were hoping for a no, there is a reason why the answer is yes. Okay. If you're asking, okay, so they're saying, if you're asking about if somebody is doing something towards you, ill will towards you, and you got a yes as an answer, there is something behind it. There's a reason behind it, or there is something else going on that you need to look into, because it's not just a plain yes and that's it, okay? Yeah, I feel like that was what they were trying to say here. If you were hoping for a no and it was something about somebody doing something ill will towards you, then there is a reason behind it, or there's more to the story kind of thing. Okay, just to have that said. So that's what they told me. Anyway, so this was your reading for this week. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I wish you the very best for this week, number 1. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 2, so if you chose the rose quartz pendulum, and this is a reading for you, I'll put it up here and we will use that later. Now we're going to pick 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. Let us see where we go for this week, number 2. What are the energies that you might bump up against this coming week? And what is the advice that Spirit has for you regarding how to maneuver those energies? I hope you are doing well, number 2. I must say that I have, this last week at least, there was some really, really strong energies going on. It just knocked me off my feet. So I don't know if you've been feeling it too, but yeah, lots of strong energies going on right now. That's for sure. So let us see where we go. Let's see where we go. The Hierophant. Okay. 2 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Wow. Okay. 2 of Swords. The Lovers. The Page of Wands. And underneath, 4 of Coins. Okay. Okay. So the 2 of Swords for me is about a choice. It can also be about being blinded to see where to go, not knowing where to go, not knowing what path to take, you know. Coming at a crossroad, you know, you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice, those kind of energies. And it comes together with the Hierophant above it. So the Hierophant is, of course, the connection to Spirit through a spiritual teacher, or you as a spiritual teacher. Take that as it resonates. But I'm just got to hear. It might be a decision regarding faith or regarding your spiritual path that is in need of looking into. You also have the Lovers card here together with 2 of Wands. So the Lovers can, of course, be a love relationship, but it can be friendship. It can also be a relationship with Spirit, just to have that said. So, but there is something regarding a relationship where you're been asked to plan now. Plan for the future, kind of. look into where you want to go with that. So there's a relationship here, but there also might be either a relationship with spirit or also both, kind of a relationship with a human and also a relationship with spirit. So take that as it resonates. Because I see from before that you've been holding back, okay? And also underneath there is a Four of Cups where you've been offered something, but I'm not so sure I want to take it. And the Four of Coins is about holding back, holding on for dear life. So there might be an invitation to stop holding back and actually, start planning for something here. That might be the decision that you need to make. The Four of Wands is the card of celebration, together with the Page of Wands, which is new energy and new inspiration, kind of a happy feeling here. So I feel like what they're trying to say is that they're inviting you to plan moving forward with somebody, whether it be a love relationship or partnership with spirit or friendship or a colleague or a job, or take it as it resonates. It all depends on what you have been asking questions about this week. But what they're also saying with the Hierophant, and then there is a choice to be made here for sure. But what they're saying with the Hierophant here as well is that make sure that you connect with your higher self. And if you can't figure this out yourself, then maybe there's a spiritual person in your life that can help you with that decision, help you gain that perspective where you see where to go. Okay? So that was kind of the initial energy. So let's look at this with oracle cards. I'm using the Shamans Dream Oracle here. Let's see what other information they have for you, number 2. And there's ground for celebration. I have a very good feeling about this if you are choosing to invest in this. That's, of course, your choice, number 2. But from my perspective here, it looks like it's going to go well. It looks like it's ground for celebration there. So just to have that said. Okay. Dances on one foot. Balancing act. Yeah, okay. So you are indecisive here. You're kind of back and forth a little bit is what I feel here. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Yeah, I do feel like there is a hidden treasure here. You're kind of doubting it, or you're not holding back for some reason. Underneath, grow the crown games, right use of power. Okay. So that's kind of just reminding you to use your power when it's needed. Also reminding you to balance your power. Don't give out if you don't have enough. But I keep coming back to these 2 cards here where you're kind of holding back on an offer here. And you're holding on to dear life for some reason. Very afraid to step into this new. And this is, of course, your choice by all means. And you're trying to balance something here, I see. It might also be your energy that you're trying to balance, of course. But I do feel like they're inviting you to try out something new here, to step into this. Of course, make sure that you do it from the heart and not from the head, so that you do what's best for you. But I have a very positive feeling about this whole idea here. So look into why it is that you feel like you can't let go. Maybe there's something in the past. Maybe there's an experience in the past that you feel like you can't let go of, and that's kind of hindering you in moving forward. So that might be it as well. So take that as it resonates with you, number 2. So I'm going to pull some charms for you guys before we do the pendulum, so you can think about a question that you want to ask that will be a yes or no answer to. So let's pull some charms first. Now you have the Eiffel Tower, which is Paris, which is France. So it might be something about France, something about Paris, a trip to Paris, something romantic maybe. But also the Eiffel Tower can mean building blocks, one step at a time. And there's a button here, so... and that for me is something holding something together. Maybe it's time to open it and let go. You have a horse here, so you might be interested in horses. I find horses beautiful. An invitation for more nature here. You have Archangel Gabriel is watching over you. And Archangel Gabriel might be also coming with a message. So be open for getting messages from Spirit regarding this question as well. You also have a little fairy here. So that for me is again invitation for more nature. And there's very much nature and animals here for you. I love my soldiers. So I don't know if you have somebody in the military, or maybe you had someone in spirit that has been in the military or in a war or some sorts. In that case, there's a love from them to you. There's also 2 swans forming a heart. So that's a love relationship for me. So there might be, these questions might be regarding a love relationship. Now, there's a star here, so wishing upon a star and wishes being fulfilled. This is a triangle, so of course that might be 3 people in a relationship, but it also might be just Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, it's the Trinity. You know, it can be many things. So you have to take that as it resonates. It can be 3 friends. It can be 3 siblings. You know, take that as it resonates with you. There's also a rocking horse, so that's for children. Maybe an invitation to be more playful. There is the letter M. M for Magda. I don't know. M for Mats. That's a Norwegian name. I have no idea. M for Mark. Yeah. Matthew. Okay. There's the English. So, okay. So this is also a little gem. So putting on the nice stuff. Now there also is a dove with an olive branch. So there might be somebody reaching out to you with a peace offering. And in the end here, you have a ring. So for some of you, this is definitely about committing to a relationship. Most definitely. But remember, it can be a relationship to spirit as well, so you have to take it as it resonates. But I do feel like that's the whole thing about this reading, is some sort of commitment to someone or something. And Archangel Gabriel wants to come in here and help you make that decision. So connect, open up. Yeah, make sure that you balance your energy as well, is what they're saying. Yeah, and I do feel like there's a positive outcome. And there is definitely an invitation for nature. Maybe invitation for looking at a trip to Paris or to France. Somebody might be coming in with a peace offering. Yeah. Now let's do the pendulum. So prepare your question for a yes, no answer. I will try and hold this in a way where you can see where it goes. If it goes to the right for me, that's a yes. If it goes to the left, that's a no. If it goes all over the place or stands still, that's a maybe, or they don't want to answer. So ask your question now. Okay, let's see where we go here. Yeah, it's not really giving me an answer here, number 2. Okay, so they're going to my throat, and there is a... Okay, let me just have a sip of water. They're asking me to put the pendulum down and to listen to what they have to say. So I will. Just a second. Okay. Okay, so what they're saying, okay, there's 2 different messages. Number 1, they want you to make the decision based on your own frequency and your own resonance. That was 1. Number 2, that was for some of you, okay? Number 2 is you're not ready to hear the answer yet. And that doesn't mean that the answer won't come, but it means that this is not the time. Okay, there might be that there is something better for you or something different for you coming, and that's why there is no point in you getting the answer on this, because that might lead you down a path where you didn't want to go. So if you need to make a decision right now, what they're telling you is to feel into your resonance to make that decision. You know, the Marie Kondo, if it brings you joy, you keep it. If it doesn't, you toss it. And so if that's you, then that's the way to do it. If it's something that you can't make a decision on right now, they're asking you to wait because there might be something else coming towards you. Okay, so that might be the reason why they don't want to give you an answer. Okay, so that was it, number 2. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked the reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to share my videos if you feel like somebody else might benefit from it. I wish you a pleasant week, number 2. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you picked this landscape Jasper for your pendulum, and this is a reading for you, we will put it up here and we will use that at the end today. So we're going to look at the coming week. So we pull 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. And we are going to use some other oracle cards as well. And we're going to pull some charms today as well. So let's get into it. Number 3, how are you doing? Hope you're maneuvering the energies. It's been, at least last week was very, very strong energies for me. Got totally knocked out. I think I had 2 days where I was just lying on the sofa more or less all the time. Oh, the cards are popping out for you here. Yeah, it's been really, really heavy energies lately, so I don't know if you've been feeling it too, number 3, but I have, so there you go. Okay, so you got 4 of coins, 10 of coins, 8 of cups, and then Queen of Cups, and then the Empress, and 2 of Swords, and 5 of Swords underneath. Okie dokie. Yep. Now, the 4 of coins is about holding back. It's about holding on for dear life to something. But from my perspective here, it might look like they are asking you to make a decision whether on to hold on to it or let go. Because the 8 of cups is letting go. The 4 of coins is holding on. The 2 of swords is about choice, right? So, do I stay or should I go kind of thing is what I feel with this, okay? In the middle, you have 10 of coins and the Empress. 10 of coins is, of course, where you are happy, where you have everything you need, where you are in balance. It's also about your legacy, okay? What are you kind of leaving behind? And the Empress is about emerging. It's also about nurturing. It's also about mother figure. It can also be about the divine feminine rising within you, okay? You also have the Queen of Cups here. And that might, of course, be a water sign, some female energy in a water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So that might be it. Or it can be just be kind of significant for you as an emotional and mature woman. And also someone who's very connected with the spiritual realm. You have the 5 of Swords here. Underneath you have the 3 of Wands. 5 of Swords can be about a struggle. It can be about not seeing the way out. It can be that you bumped up against energies that was not so pleasant in the past. It can be a situation where you feel like you have not been given what you deserve, because the 3 of Wands is underneath, and that's kind of where you're waiting for your ships to come in. So the 5 of Swords is where there might have been also kind of a little war or a struggle where somebody has won and somebody has lost, or somebody has ended up hurt. Okay, so that's very often the 5 of Swords energy. So there might have been that situation that has led you to the point where you are like, okay, should I stay here or should I go? That might be a work situation, a friendship, a love relationship, a hobby, or maybe it's a project that you're currently in that you're not kind of being so happy about doing. So you have to take that as it resonates with you. What they're encouraging you to do is get into this mode right here. The Empress, you gather yourself, you get into the mode where you are in connection with your soul space and with your higher self. Because this is a decision I feel like it's going to impact you in a big way, since it's underneath the 10 of coins here. So it is about the legacy you leave behind, or it's about you gaining clarity, you gaining that security, you feeling secure, you feeling at home, you know, kind of planning for your future kind of thing here. So I feel like this decision is important for you. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. Now let's look at some oracle cards here. Yeah, I can never tell you what to do, and you as a higher self together with your human is the one who's making this decision. But make sure that it is your higher self together with your human, not your human with the higher self just kind of, hello, why aren't you listening? Okay, so in other words, don't let your critical self, your ego, make the decision. Okay, so when we make the decision from our higher self, then our higher self would never lead us down a road that's not good for us. So it's very important to listen. And remember that the true you is actually the higher self. There was 3 cards that popped over, so I will take them. Underneath the deck, you have Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. As I said, do not make ego be the leader in this show here, okay? Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Wow. Watchers. Transpersonal. And joyful muse. Inspiration. Okie dokie. Yeah, I feel like they're asking you to be courageous here. So asking you to step into something. And in that, I feel like they're asking you to leave something else behind. Like they're doing with the Eight of Cups here. Transpersonal watchers, I feel like that's a transformational energy. It also might mean that you are many places at once. That you're kind of a little bit all over the place. It can also mean, for me, the word transpersonal can mean many things, but I don't know what meaning it has here in the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Maybe I should find that for you, actually, because I want to know why they chose that card. Just a moment, I just need some water too. Oh, sorry about that. Number 3, I just needed some water. Anyways, let's look this one up because I rarely use the books, but in this one, I felt like I needed to. So let's see. Serendipity, the observer, witness. Okay. Yeah, because you're both, as I said here as well, you are not just the human, you're also the higher self. You're both at the same time. So it's about a balance there as well. But let's see what else it says here. When watchers appears, it's an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught up in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. So it's an invitation to get into the higher self. For me, it was very much about, because when we are transmuting from the 3D world to the 5D world, we are in between in the 4D. And when we're in the 4D, meaning, the 3D kind of representing the outer physical world of people who do not believe that there's a spiritual being at all. And then 5D is where we kind of live more or less just in the higher self, where we understand that we are a spiritual being having a human experience, but we kind of live it as well. It's not just that we understand it, we live it. And on that journey, on wakening up, in between we have 4D, and that's where you balance both, okay? That's where you see that I am a human and a higher self, and we're trying to balance and we're trying to figure things out. So that's what I felt that it was also. It was that you are transpersonal, meaning you are in both worlds at the same time. But in this situation, as they said, they're inviting you to get into your higher self perspective here, okay? Finding your muse, finding your joy. Does this give you joy that you were in before? If not, leave it behind, as they say with the 8 of Cups. I do feel like this is a strong invitation to leave something behind and not listen to your ego. But this is your decision, never telling you what to do. I'm just reading the cards here, people, okay? So I'm just going to pull some charms and then we will do the pendulum, okay? Let's see what you get. So you got the anchor. That's hope for me. You got the angels. So the angels are watching over you. You have, wow, I've never seen that happen. You have 2 of the alien ships here, I want to believe. So either you've been feeling alienated for something or, double up. Or this can also be an invitation to look into if you can be a star being, or if you are interested in beings from other planets, stuff like that. Then this is definitely an invitation for that. Or maybe a confirmation for some of you, if you were wondering if you saw a UFO or something, that this is confirmation that yes, it was. Okay, just had to say that. That just came to me. So you have an apple. That for me is nature, also about eating healthy. You have a boat for travel, so there might be travel happening this week. You also have a little fairy. Oh, so that's invitation for nature again. You have a star. Wow, lucky symbol, beautiful. You have a hummingbird. Okay. Now, that for me, I hear, because a hummingbird, their wings, they go very, very quickly. I have a feeling that they're asking you to slow down. Okay, not make a decision too quickly. Take your time making this decision. That's just something that came to me. Now, you have a rocking horse for a child together with a little crown that says princess. So I don't know if you have a child in your vicinity, a little girl. Maybe you're an uncle, aunt, grandmother, mother, father, grandfather, granduncle, friend with a child, whatever. But there's something about a girl that might be significant in your life, that might be important for you in your life, and that might be, yeah, I have a strong feeling that child is a very comforting a child for you. It's like a feeling when I hold my daughter, when I hold her close and I feel that closeness with her. It's just that love feeling, that that sigh that comes as a mother when you're holding your child. It's something with that feeling is what I'm getting at here. So there might be a child that might help you see things clearly in a different way, or might give you joyful feeling that you need, or that might be significant in your life at this moment. It might also be, for you, those of you who doesn't feel like that resonated, it might be an invitation for you to be more childlike, as in see things with new eyes, see things with curiosity and interest, and don't judge. Children don't judge. They can see whomever on the playground and invite them to join, because they haven't learned anything about that person is not right, or that person doesn't fit in, or whatever. So they will just walk up to anybody. Hello, do you want to play? So it's kind of like being open like that as well. That's what I feel. Now we have the pendulum, and now what I wanted to do is to ask a yes/no question. I'm going to try and hold it so you can see where it goes. If it goes to the right, then it's a yes. If it goes to the left, that's a no for me. If it doesn't move, or if it goes kind of all over, then that's a maybe or no answer. So ask your question now. Let's see where this goes. Please give number 3 an answer. Okay, so it's not going in circle, it's going back and forth. Okay, so for me, that's a maybe. It can also mean that what you're asking for wasn't meant for you, and so there will be something better coming towards you, okay? There might be, if you're asking about a relationship, if they are truthful, or if they really mean what they say, or those kind of questions, then they're saying that you're not meant to hear the answer right now. And for some of you, it might have something to do with trust issues. So that might be that there's something within you that needs work. And so that's why they might not want to answer, because this is all in you. Or there might be other things coming towards you soon that will kind of change the way you ask the question. Okay, so that might also be a point why they don't give an answer. Okay, so that was pretty much it, number 3 for this week. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and share, please, these videos if you feel somebody else might benefit, and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell, and also if you want to listen to the awakening process and get some advice on that, then hop on over to my other channel, Pure Light Awakening. That will be in the description box below. Okay, so I wish you a pleasant week, number 3, and until the next time I see ya, bye.